Have you ever stepped into the wrong corridor? It doesn't matter where you were, at school, in a hotel, or a shopping mall. You just took a wrong turn and suddenly found yourself in a place that shouldn't exist. The walls are identical, like carbon copies. The light is dim, as if filtered through a layer of dust. Everything sounds muffled. Your phone gets signal, but no calls come through. Around you, silence. This is not just a strange place. This is an entrance into the liminal spaces. They cannot be created. They cannot be found on any map. They appear on their own, like rot growing beneath the wallpaper. They arise where people wait too long, get lost, or feel fear, where walls soak up loneliness, anxiety, despair. And then they break. Not immediately. First, extra turns appear. Then, empty rooms with no doors. Then, silence that seems to be listening. These are not buildings. This is not geography. This is a structure outside of reality. Have you entered it? Then remember, these places will try to hold you. They sense you. They adapt. And the longer you stay inside, the less likely you are to find a way out. Because liminal spaces are not just one place. They are a whole world, broken and twisted inward. Layers, floors, levels. The first level, the simplest. You think you are still in a familiar building. Everything is slightly off. The bathroom is on the other side. A staircase appears where there wasn't one before. The light is always the same. Time stops. After that, it gets worse. The walls start to creak. The space breathes. Rooms stretch out like chewing gum. Your field of view shifts. The ceiling is higher than it should be. Or lower. Or it flows. You're no longer sure how many hours you've been there. Or days. And this is only the beginning. If you think you understand where you are, it means you're still on the surface. Liminal spaces are not just a place. They are depth. The longer you stay there, the farther you go, not with your feet, but with your perception. You might stand still, and everything around you will change. Level 1, the imitation zone. It always feels deceptively familiar. It could be a school, an office, a hotel, a parking garage. But you sense something is fake here. Everything repeats. The same poster on every wall. The same corridor, no matter which way you turn. The fans run, but the air is dead. It smells like mold and old carpet. You're like the center of a set of scenery that's about to fall apart. This level tests you. Will you believe that you're still home? Level 2. Geometric distortion. Here, the space breaks down. Stairs lead downward endlessly. Corridors twist and loop back to the same spot. Sometimes a door opens outward, and you see another building inside the building. Or a street where night never falls. Gravity might suddenly switch off. Your weight changes. You become lighter or heavier. Sometimes you walk on the floor, then realize you're walking on the ceiling, and you didn't notice when it happened. At this level, sound lies. You hear footsteps behind you, but when you turn, no one's there. Or you hear whispers that repeat your thoughts before you even think them. Level 3. Logical shift. The most dangerous. Here, the sense of cause and effect begins to collapse. You flip a light switch, and somewhere behind a wall, a door opens. You throw an object, and it doesn't fall. It just disappears. You blink, and the place changes. Wall colors, room sizes, floor textures. Everything changes only when you're not looking. The space is no longer passive. It watches, and it seems to start mimicking your actions, as if studying you. And the most important thing, there is no longer up or down, no sides. Only one direction, deeper. Deeper than the third level, you are no longer a guest. You become part of the interior. If you've fallen into the fourth level, consider that the way back is nearly impossible. Nothing here resembles the human world. There are no walls as you know them. Everything is organic, as if you're inside a living organism. Surfaces breathe. They emit faint, moist sounds. Sometimes, it sounds like a door slamming far away, even though doors no longer exist. Here, it appears. People call it by different names. The resemblance, the mirror, the investigator. But in every report, every rumor, every whisper that slips through cracks between the levels, the pattern is the same. This creature does not move while you look at it. It's not just a shape. It's a copy of yourself, distorted like a reflection in a cracked mirror, only longer, thinner, too many joints. The face shows nothing, but the whole body seems to breathe with rage. If you turn away, it moves closer. If you close your eyes, it stops being behind you and appears ahead. Average survival time after visual contact, about 140 seconds. Chance to return alive, less than 3%. Those who returned were either blinded or forgot who they were. Name, profession, even language, vanished. All except one word. It. At the fourth level, space no longer deceives. It replaces. The room you are in can turn into an exact copy of your bedroom, or a place you long forgot, but distorted. Clocks run backward. Books are empty. In the window, not a street, but another you, staring back from inside. When you hear footsteps, it's not it. It makes no sound. It waits until you give it a reason to come closer. You can stay there forever. The space doesn't kill quickly. It dissolves you, erasing the line between where and who. This is not a place. It is an idea made flesh. There is a legend among those who have studied liminal spaces. Not even a legend, a warning that no one dared to record in writing. Only rumors. Only whispers, spoken in fear that even naming it might draw it closer. This is the zero level, the white core. No one falls there by accident. It is the end, the point where everything the space has consumed converges, memories, names, fears, images, fragments of time and consciousness. Everything, intertwined, ground to dust, buried in whiteness so blinding that the eyes begin to see shadows of things that aren't there. At this level, there are no sounds, yet you still hear them. No walls, yet you feel pressure. No direction, yet you walk. And the longer you stay there, the weaker yourself becomes. Literally, the space strips away your identity, layer by layer, until you become just another thought wandering in the endless white nothingness. This is where the root dwells. It has no form. It needs none. It is the logic of the space, its will, its origin. It is not a creature, but a mechanism of cleansing. It does not hunt, it rewrites. It comes close, unnoticed. You feel warmth behind you, but cannot turn around. You begin to remember, not your own memories. You begin to see faces you have never been. Some claim they have been to the white level, but no one could explain how they knew it. Because if you know of the core, it means part of it is already inside you. The scariest thing is not that you ended up there. It's that you might stay forever. Liminal spaces are not static. They are alive, and they have their own rules. Traps. Turns that lead nowhere, but repeat again and again. Doors that close right in front of you. Sounds that won't let you focus whispers. Laughter. Footsteps behind you. Reflections in windows that show not you, but someone else. Moments when it feels like you're standing still, even though time moves on. And all of this is a test. The liminal space studies you, catches your fear and hesitation. It subtly changes the rules, adapts. What to do if you find yourself inside? Don't run. Panic is the best way to get lost forever. Don't close your eyes. It might come closer when you're not looking. Remember your landmarks. Sounds, smells, even light, they help keep your mind. Don't try to talk to those you see. They might be a creature or a broken, evil reflection of yourself. Look for an exit. But remember, sometimes it's not where it seems. Survival, almost impossible. Everyone who's gone beyond the second level lost part of themselves. Many never returned. But sometimes, in rare cases, someone finds a crack, a small way out. It's not a door. It's not a window. It's a moment when the space weakens and you manage to leave. Liminal spaces are not just traps. They are a test. A test of your will, your memory, your fear. And if you pass it, you will never be the same again.